Hello everyone and welcome back to our class. For today's session, we will be discussing acrostic poem association, a remedial strategy for writing. Let's define what acrostic poem is. An acrostic poem is a composition in which typically the first letters of every line form or spell out a word in a vertical orientation that functions as the theme or contains the meaning of the poem. Acrostic poem contains or follow no specific rhyming pattern, so they are easier to write. This strategy will help students who have some difficulties in writing and experience sight word deficiency. Students nowadays perceive the writing process as a very laborious task that needs many subcomponents to be pulled together. For some, the problem lies in some learning difficulties such as dysgraphia or dyslexia. This strategy or activity will help students to develop their writing skills by familiarizing the initial first letters of every line and producing word or phrase with the same first letter. It will also improve the student's vocabulary. Acrostic poems could help the students spelling sight words. Now that we've learned what a acrostic poem is, let's begin with the activity. I have prepared steps in achieving a successful acrostic poem making, and we'll be discussing them one by one. But before we start this activity, you will be needing to get a pen and a paper to follow the steps in making an acrostic poem. So be writing with me. Okay, so after gathering your materials, let's start with the first step. Step 1. Write your first name on the paper vertically, starting from the top at the left side so that each letter can be the first letter of the first word of each line. Let's have an example. For example, my name is Liana, so I wrote my name vertically in the left side of my paper like this, from the top to bottom. After you've written your name like that, let's proceed to the second step. Step 2. Write your name on the first letter to start the poem, and write the verb is right after the name on the first line. For instance, I will write Liana is in the first letter. This is an example. Follow that example and then let's proceed to the step 3. Step 3. Think of some words that begin with the following letters vertically oriented on the left side of your paper which you think describes you. Basically, you're gonna think of an adjective that will describe you that starts with the next letter of your name. For example, the next letter of my name is letter I, so I thought of an adjective which described me that starts with letter I, which is intelligent. Now we have a progress. Liana is intelligent. Let's proceed to step 4. Continue the process with all the letters of your name. We're going to think of other words that may describe you that starts with the letters of your name vertically oriented on your paper. Be reminded that you can use more than one word or phrase to describe you that, but it has to start with the next letter of your name. I completed my poem and it ended up like this. With the next letter, which is letter A, I used the word always and then added the word happy in it so that it would, when combined, it would be always happy. Liana is intelligent, for letter A, always happy, for the letter N, never bored, and for the last letter, and never lonely. After you've completed your poem, let's proceed to step number 5. Read the finished poem aloud and answer the following questions. Let's read it aloud again. Liana is intelligent, always happy, never bored, and never lonely. That is my poem. Now read yours. Good job! Now let's proceed to the questions. The first question is, do you imagine yourself through the words by reading the poem? For me, it's yes, I did imagine myself when I read the poem. Next question is the poem understandable and reasonable? Yes, I understand the poem very well, and it's very reasonable since it describes myself. If your answers in that question are all yes, then congratulations! You can now make an acrostic poem. Well done! I hope you learned something from today's class, and I hope you enjoyed your time with me as I did. See you next time. Bye!